Hey everybody, happy Monday night. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until some people to jump on the live stream. Hey Alexia, we got four people on the I am in good spirits. Hey William, how you doing? Yeah, it was like a hot one today, and it's gonna be a hotter one. Alexia, you have to go to bed. Good night. and and thank you and I'm glad that you like my YouTube channel. I just want to say I don't I'm gonna keep repeating this. I'm gonna say thank you very much for all the support that I get from people. It really means a lot to me. It really means a lot. From all the supporters and from the viewership, it means a lot because it's not like a Jen Coombs issue. I think this is like a society issue at this point. And and I think it's and this goes back to my brand name. It's time to change. And because I live in New Jersey, I'm gonna say Jersey style. So, I had a nice mellow day today. I just want to do a quick random live stream because I'm not going away. Like I said, there's like nothing wrong with being a independent citizen video journalist. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with a person with some like disabilities like myself go to go after their dreams and goals that they have for themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's like nothing wrong with building bridges with other with people and even government entities either. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm so grateful that this whole Millstone case happened in Monmouth County. And like I said, I am grateful for all the opportunities that I got in my life. I'm very grateful for that. Everything is gonna be everything is gonna be resolved over time, but maybe not in my timeline or your timeline or another person's timeline, but it's gonna be, things are gonna be eventually. Patty Casey, those alleged five warrants are inaccurate. So like, I mean, there's a lot of like false and inaccurate information going around on me. It's like the rumor mill is going into overdrive. But the only thing that I can do is to concentrate on my goals and in my dreams. Well, yeah, Patty Casey, it's not my fault that there was inaccurate information on that website. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, I don't know like what that website stated to begin with anyway. So, I do not have a clue what really was on that website. I mean, it's like it's it's very. I just know like whatever's on that website was inaccurate, and I'm going on hearsay. Oh, like I said, I. So I mean, if you guys have an issue with that inaccurate information that you received, take it up. Take it up with the with Monmouth County, because I got nothing to do with that. We all know the government is not perfect. So it's 9:36 p.m. on the Monday night, August 27th, 2018. Does anybody have any thoughts or things that they want to talk about? Hey Debbie, how you doing? So, I don't want to talk about anyone specific. I just want to talk about. Does anybody want to talk about any issues or anything about what's going on within the state of New Jersey? or anywhere like within the United States. I think William McCall. I think you're a Flyers fan. Am I correct? No, I'm not. I'm a Ranger. I'm a New York Rangers fan. And I'm a sports person too. I like sports. Sorry to hear that. Are you a Giants fan also? Yes, I'm a Giants fan. Yes, I'm a Giants fan. And I'm not really into basketball, but like a New York, I'm a New York, New Jersey area like area sports fan. But I'm gonna be honest. When it comes, my favorite team between the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils, I take the Rangers, no matter what. But if the New Jersey Devils are playing another team, then I will support the Devils. But if the Devils, the New Jersey Devils are playing the Rangers, well, I'm gonna root for the Rangers. Hey William, are you like a Yankees fan? Yeah, I'm a Yankees fan. So my media brand is a very casual brand. I mean, like I said, it's a very casual media brand. What's my favorite? What? TJ, Jen, I'm an Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers fan. Okay, more power to you. I mean, if you're a fan of them, I mean, more power to you. I'm not gonna like hate you for it, but I'm gonna root for my teams. I used to be a softball player when I was younger, and the position that I played was third base. And I was like pretty good at it. You had, yeah, I had a strong arm. Yes. I think they had a nickname for the third base too, the hot corner or something something along those lines. Yeah, playing that third base never really phased me. Meaning, it's like and I'm gonna be honest. This summer went quick. Going back to what I was saying, my media brain is like very casual. So like right now, it's just that's how things are. Does anybody out there have any dreams or goals that they have for themselves that they want to talk about? Because I'm putting myself out there. Despite all the negativity that was thrown at me so far, and the false um, allegations, I mean, what's it like? What do you mean, William? It's kind of like bullying, sad to say, very disappointing. Elaborate on that. Joseph, what do you think about the flat Earth? You know what? That I believe we have one Earth and it's round. But if you feel that the Earth is flat, so be it. But we're gonna we're gonna like a, we we're gonna respectfully disagree to no, we're gonna respectfully agree to disagree on that. Or another thing, we could talk it. I mean, I'm just like throwing things out there. How about the opiate crisis that we're having in the state of New Jersey? Actually, it's happened like throughout the United States too. I know, like the some people that I talked to, like within the last 2 years, they're saying there's such a like a huge opioid crisis that we have in the state of New Jersey. Here, Earth may not be flat, but the most moon is definitely made of cheese. Okay, if that's what you think, that's I'm not gonna argue that point. That's a new one. The moon. Okay, if that's what you think, that's fine with me. Joseph, why are you asking me these random questions that I don't really, I just don't, I don't understand your motives behind the random questions. That's what it is. William, but, okay, Joseph, but this is not, but this, my YouTube channel is not about really pop culture. It's not about pop culture matters or anything like that. Like right now, we're just having a casual conversation about things, a casual dialogue about different issues. So, I think they call it like a roundtable discussion. Hey, Bug Bite. William McCall. Doctors wrote too many prescriptions with too many pills per pre per p. New Jersey was the main offender. A very good friend of mine. Life has been destroyed. All started with doctors. Hiram, state police or discussing culture. That's why I avoid them. See it. The state police, they're out of control. Don't slurp your soup. He is right. The moon was proven to be made of cheese. I'm gonna be honest. I never heard of that. That's a new one to me. And I'm gonna be honest. I mean, they say like the doctor. I mean, what's the real cause? The causes behind the drug addictions and everything else are the purpose of opiates is to justify the purpose of tactical emergency emission specialist. Huh. Interesting. William McCall. Wow, more than one sock account label. You're two as trolls for real. Does anybody? I mean, going back to the opiate crisis. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know like much about it. I just know like people. And like I said, my this is my opinion only. I think, and I think people use drugs to numb their personal pain and to run away from issues in their life. I mean, that's how I see it. Maybe there's other reasons that people use drugs other than trying to numb their pain and stuff. I mean, does anybody, I mean, have any solutions or comments or ideas? I mean, regarding the opioid crisis that we have? Because I'm going to be honest, I think, and I know I said, and I stated this in the past, but not me, but not on my YouTube channels. William, yes, I think people, I think the government should end the war on drugs. I think a lot of those drugs should be legal. Cause that's what happened with alcohol back in the day. That they tried to make alcohol illegal and everything else, but then they finally legalized it. But to me, yes, end the war on drugs. And let's decriminalize marijuana and all that good stuff. I know. I mean, that's wild thinking that's coming from me. But that's, I mean, that's again. It's like it's a personal opinion. William McCall, end prison for profit. Stop destroying families and deport imported drug dealers. Right now, I'm thinking about people's lives when it comes to drug addiction and things like that, and maybe I'm like heartless when it comes to that. Like if people want to, I mean, if people want to destroy their life, uh, if people want to destroy their life with drugs, and I don't know. It's just, But like, what causes people like what? Let's look at the domino effect. Meaning, like, what causes people to abuse drugs in the first place? Like, let's look at the core issues of these people. What's driving them to abuse drugs in the first place, or even alcohol? And there's a lot of like not there's a lot of reasons why people goes down that pathway. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a drug addict, and I'm not a an alcoholic either. So I'm just talking from a lay person at this point. And if you look at a drug addict or alcoholic, listening to my live stream now, and you want to get out off the drugs and stuff, you can do it because you still have value. Your life still has value. But the only person that can change that around, that can change your life around, is you, not anybody else. You gotta make healthier choices. Because if you don't start making healthier choices, then nothing will change. But your life still has value. And I know like escaping through drugs and alcohol is not the answer to deal with life's problems. And a diver, our answer to the question of what police must do before searching a cell phone. Cease incident to an arrest and according simple, get a warrant. Supreme Court of the United States, yeah. But some, I'm gonna be honest, some cops, they think they're above the law. So, okay, let's talk about the drug and alcohol issues. It's like I said, if you're an alcoholic or drug addict, ha your life still has value. You gotta change it around, but don't do it for your family. Don't do it for your friends. Do it for yourself. What are you scared of? I mean, I know life is scary. I know that for a fact. And life is difficult. It is. I know that personally. I mean, let's have an honest discussion about things. What's holding people back from having the life that they want to have? And you know what? It could be a combination of things too. I know that's the reason for me. It's a combination of things. And despite of all the stuff that's happening, I'm still in good spirits. Hey William, tell us a little bit about you two friends. Don't mention any names. Just like right now, I'm just talking from a lay person. And it's about having communication, like communication with other people. I am thirsty. I'm gonna grab some iced tea. Yeah, iced tea. That's my favorite go-to drink that I always have. Does anybody have any kids? I know like school is right around the corner. I mean, we can talk about that too if you want. I know there is a, I know there's a school system like within Monmouth County that I know of already. It's like they want to crack down even more on on anything and everything. Not too sure of the details, but that's like what I heard. And a diver, your mine is in graduate school in PA. Good for them. More power to them. No, I mean having like knowledge and everything else. Her, okay. More power to her, because knowledge is power. So I'm gonna be honest. The more knowledge the person has, is the better. But sometimes I wonder if school is overrated too. Because there's lots of things that you can learn on your own without without paying for an expensive school. Psych major counseling addicts. Good for her. Does she want to be like a? I mean, does she want to be a doctor or does she want to be a therapist, a counselor? I mean, there's like many job titles that you could be in the mental health field. A counselor, okay. That's another thing. I think everybody, and I don't care who you are. I think everybody needs to see a therapist every so often. But that's my opinion. I think I don't care how sane you think you are, you still need to see a therapist from time to time because I think it doesn't hurt. William McCall. Most pill people sell part of their prescription for other drugs. My ex friend got 120 annex a month, and the same for Vitikin. Yes, he needed them. They started dabbling in heroin, a stronger pain. Once the doctor cut him off, it was street drugs full time. That's sad. Ande Diver. She is already working at a university at graduate assistantship, which pays up for up to 12 credits with a stipend. That's good. William, he abused them. I'm trying to have two conversations at the same time. Yeah, but William, is there like a reason why he went down that pathway? Again, I'm looking at the domino effect, at the core issues of any one person. Because it's like, I mean, people just don't start abusing drugs for the heck of it. They didn't like wake up one day and say, "Hey, let's abuse drugs." William McCraw, he had major abuse growing up. He also a gay man. Yeah, people need to work on their core issues. Whatever those core issues are. And a diver. She is helping disabled student on campus. That's good. We need like more people like her. Someday, I'm gonna be honest. Someday, I would like to go. I would like to take some community college classes myself. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm like a little bit intimidated with that. For like different reasons, because I didn't really have a good time in high school, even though that happened like many years ago. It's just it has like a lasting imprint on me. And then plus that, I'm gonna be like a much older student, dealing with younger students and stuff like that. So then like my disabilities, and I have to deal with that. So it's like and a diver. Her first assignment is a disabled vet. But like I said, I would love to take a couple of classes on a community college level. Because I want to like work on my writing skills, stuff like that. And like I said, I like to learn about different things too. But like for me, I like to learn. See, my thing is that I learn things on an informal way. William McCall, I've been to about 7 psychologists and talk therapists. It's worth it to understand oneself or read psych books and papers. Correct, but you can't diagnose yourself. But sometimes people like read this stuff and they start diagnosing themselves and everything else, and in a way that's kind of like bad. I mean, that's like there's pros and negatives to it. Oh, I'm tired. Like this. I'm trying to learn about this in an informal way. William, I hear you on that one. No diagnosing, just understanding. I haven't taken medication. I think medication is overrated. When it comes to certain things. So, William McCall, that's another problem with opiate and benzo user, is that they always tell you what they need or tell the doctor what they need. Did I elaborate, William, with that? Elaborate what you meant by that. Oh yes, somebody this afternoon gave me a link to this article. Um, the name of the article is autism, context blindness, and invisible disability. So um if somebody and actually I read through the article and it's very interesting because even though this article is about autism, but you can take the autism out and put any sort of disability in there or invisible disability. Because that article can fit many people. Just like change the labels around. So I'm gonna like put the link of this article. So if you guys are interested in it, you can read it. So I think it's a interesting article. And another thing, because of my documented speech impairment, people think I have autism. I don't. To my knowledge, I was never really diagnosed with that. So I just know that I have a documented case of apraxia or childhood apraxia that was like documented like years ago when I was a little kid in my early childhood. I just I have a great wealth of I have a great wealth of information. I just don't have a great command of the English language at times for different reasons. What's that apraxia? Um, I will look it up. Apraxia symptoms. Okay, let's look for that. Okay, I'm gonna like. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Welcome. Huh. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this link on within the chat. What is apraxia? Apraxia is a poorly understood neurological condition. People who have it find it difficult or impossible to make certain motor movements, even though their muscles are normal. Milder forms of apraxia are known as dyspraxia. Okay, this is like I'm not gonna read the next paragraph because it has a lot of words I cannot pronounce. But I'm gonna like read it. Okay, with apraxia of speech, a person finds it difficult or impossible to move his or her mouth and tongue to speak. This happens even though the person that has the desire to speak and the mouth and tongue muscles are physically able to form words. There are different types of apraxia of speech. These are two forms of apraxia of speech: acquired apraxia and developmental apraxia. Acquired apraxia can occur in people of all ages. Typically, though, it's found in adults. This condition causes people to lose the speech making abilities they once possessed. See, that never happened in me because um, my case is more about the developmental apraxia. So, developmental apraxia, developmental apraxia of speech is also known as childhood apraxia of speech. This condition is present from birth and affects a child's ability to form sounds and words. Children with speech apraxia often have far greater abilities to understand speech than to express themselves with spoken words. The majority of children with developmental apraxia will experience significant improvement, if not complete recovery, with the right treatment, with the correct treatment. I don't know about that one. I mean, if that was the case, then it would have happened with me. But the treatment for apraxia has evolved over time since when I was a kid. So now they have like different kind of treatments compared to what they had when I was a child. So maybe maybe that's maybe that's the case now. Apraxia is sometimes confused with aphasia, another communication disorder. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. So, like I said, if anybody like is interested in the apraxia, um, go look on the link that I provided. It's very educational. So, like my case of apraxia is developmental, meaning it's uh, childhood apraxia of speech. So, Does anybody have any other questions or issues that they want to bring up? We're just having a casual roundtable discussion here. What do you think about the police in your community? What do you think about the government in your community? Do you think your government is corrupted? Or do you think your government is doing okay? Or do you think they can do better? And a diver, the break-in solidarity between First Amendment advocates. And a diver, elaborate on that. So I don't. I, yes, I think the infighting needs to stop, but I don't know if you can if we can stop the infighting or not. I don't know if there's if if we can stop that because people, I don't know, there's like so many variables like when it comes to any given situation. And a diver, California versus Texas. Now I think it might. This is my opinion, and I'm just talking off the cuff right now. Maybe they just have a different. Maybe California and in Texas they just have different approaches of dealing with stuff. No, are you unaware of the war? I'm not. I'm not totally unaware of the war. I'm just. I just. I don't. I don't really get involved with it. I'm just doing my own thing in St. New Jersey. It's not that I'm not aware of the war. I'm just like, oh yeah, Almost Park in Leon Valley. Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes. Almost Park, I think that is so. I think Almost Park in Leon Valley. I think they're out of control with the. I think the police departments in those two towns are out of control. But I do keep up with things. I mean, I do keep up with it. I just don't really like comment on stuff. Because I think, and another thing, we have a lot of out of control police departments in the state of New Jersey. LV keeps pushing out court dates. Meaning, are they just are they just like pushing them down the like? They're just like, are they just kicking things like down the road? Because a lot of my court cases are not resolved in a timely manner. Oh, failure to file paperwork. Yes, I heard about that. And plus, ain't there like a protective order got put in place too, like within the last week? I think that's what Ohio Guardian stated. Yes, if you go on Ohio Guardian's YouTube channel, there's some sort of restraining order or some sort of let me look for it. No, it has nothing to do with bail conditions. No, it's I'm looking up the video now. Uh okay, I found it. Ohio Guardian did a video. It says Leon Valley weren't blocked for now. I will put the link of the video within the chat. Here you go. I'm putting it up on right now. Here you go. So, and they diver. Here we go. All but by bail or out on bail. That's a restraining order. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure of the terms and like the wording of the legal terms. So, like I said, it's like 10:40 p.m. I mean, do you guys want to do you guys still want I mean, do you guys still want this live stream going? Because eventually I have to like think I mean at the most I'm gonna go I'm at the most I'm gonna stop at 11 p.m. So that will give us like 20 more minutes. So I'm gonna give people a heads up. That is a restraining order on warrants for others' Google accounts. Okay. Hey, Lady Justice, long time no see. So how you doing? See, my thing as an independent citizen journalist that we have to communicate with these people. And that's why it's like that's why I'm like I mean I understand if you identify as an auditor, yes, I can completely understand that. How do you communicate with a tyrant officer? Well, you can't. That's because a tyrant officer is because a tyrant officer, you're gonna do what you're gonna do no matter what. That I do know. But then but then I came across some officers that you can actually talk to, and you can communicate with, and it gets resolved, and things get resolved in an amicable way. Yes, you are so right. and a diver, they're the ones we need to reinforce. The tyrants need to be weeded out. Yes. And I'm gonna be honest. If I usually find problems on the bottom of the hierarchy, there's usually problems on the top. So it runs from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top. I mean that's my and that's my experiences that I have been through. Because these like tyrant cops, meaning they have like poor leadership. Our tyrant government workers, they have poor leadership or lack of education or training or whatever whatever the reasons are. I thought I thought in a diver. I thought in the third district, in the third district of federal courts, that the cops can be sued or something. Yes, Fields versus Philadelphia. Yes. And there is another case within the city of New Jersey. Um, I just don't recall like the name of it too. Yeah, but the thing is, then yes, you people photograph, but then they get hit with um contempt of cop charges. And that's what I'm dealing with. I'm thirsty. Hey, and a diver, could you give me the Earls again? So we're having a roundtable discussion. Very casual one, to say the very least. So it's 10:49, so we got like 11 more minutes. I want to like touch on this very briefly. I want to send my regards to the McCain family because Senator John McCain recently passed away. So I'm sending my prayers out to his family and friends and everything else. And he stood up. Senator John McCain stood up to Donald Trump on a lot of issues, and I think that's a good thing. What were your charge for Millstone? Is disorderly conduct and disturbing the public. So like I said, I'm like very grateful that this whole millstone thing happened in Monmouth County. So I can't, like I said, I'm so grateful this happened in Monmouth County. So I'm just like, I'm looking at some things right now. That's, so if you guys want to, I would like for you guys to take a look at this link. See, like my thing is like with Millstone is that the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office sent out. I'm gonna coin it. I always say it's a memo. It's a memo, but I think it's more somewhere like within the emails. Miss Laura Linsky referred it as a legal advisory or something like that. There is some documentation to back that up. That she sent out to all the police chiefs within Monmouth County. But turns out that Millstone does not. They doesn't have their own police department. The New Jersey State Police has it, or covers that town. And you know that the New Jersey State Police, well, they don't play fair. They don't. They play on they play differently. So but this legal advisory memo states that what I was doing was totally legal. So that's why I don't understand is that if the Monmouth County prosecutors they sent this legal advisory out and I did not cross and I was not breaking any laws or anything like that. That's what I don't understand is that I, like I said, I can't wait until this video comes out. I can't wait until this video comes out. I really so I don't know like, what the statute ordinance is, except disorderly conduct and disturbing the public. I mean, I was polite and cordial with the people in Millstone. I actually explained to them like what I was doing every step of the way. I actually told them that I'm working on the media project. I actually handed at one point. I actually handed them the the legal advisory memo from the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. I mean, I did not use any swear words or anything like that. I was like respectful and everything else. Hey, and the diver, if you do not have documentation of charges citing what violations you committed, you are, or at least an authority has really made mistakes. No, right now I don't have that documentation to show you guys. If you go on my earlier video from today, I did call the Millstone court system up, and they did say that they did stated what the charges are, or oh, it's like 11:02. I'm like 2 minutes past. Okay, according to the link that I put in like within the chat, it says what is prohibited. NJ Diver was like, I had that discussion earlier. I had that discussion on another live stream. I'm not going there. Okay, what is prohibited? You may be charged with disorderly conduct, using improper behavior if you act to cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm by engaging in fighting, threatening a violent or troublous behavior, or creating a dangerous condition that serves no legitimate purpose. Offensive language when it's used to offend people with hearing distance and a reckless disregard for them. Again, those two sections I just said does not apply with what happened in Millstone. What is a public place? Public means affecting or likely to affect persons in a place to which the public or a substantial group has access. Among the places included highways, transport faculties, schools, prisons, apartment houses, places or businesses or music. For any neighborhood, including concert halls or sports stadiums. So, like I said, those two things, I wish I never lost that documentation. because I was never engaged in fighting behavior. I was never engaged in threatening behavior. I was never involved in violent behavior, and I was never involved in turbulent behavior. And I never created a dangerous condition that serves no legitimate purpose. Those factors never happened. And I never used offensive language either. So by me being a citizen journalist, doing a media project, I had legitimate business there. That's what I mean. I can't wait until this video comes out. This media video comes out. Okay, what constitutes disturbing the peace? Disturbing the peace laws exist to prevent people from disturbing the peace of others while they're tending to their daily business and personal affairs. These laws vary from state to state, but they typically prohibit fighting or challenging someone to fight in a public place, using offensive words in a public place likely to incite violence, shouting in a public place intending to incite violence or unlawful activity, bullying a student on or near school grounds, knocking loudly on hotel doors or sleeping guests with the purpose of annoying them, holding an unlawful public assembly, shouting profanities out of a car window in front of a person's home over an extended period of time, allowing excessive dog barking in a residential area, intentionally playing loud music during the night that continues even after a fair warning. In most states, the person's conduct must have been on purpose, willful, or with bad intent, or malicious. It's not enough that a person engaged in conduct that merely annoyed, harassed, or embarrassed someone else. If fighting was involved, it must be unlawful, not in self-defense or defense of others. To determine guilt, courts look at the particular circumstances of each case. Some of the factors a judge may consider include the location, time, place, words, actions, and the person spoken to or touched. If, example, a police officer, teacher, student, relative, or pastor. Common actions that do not constitute disturbing the peace can include engaging in horseplay, simply embarrassing someone, merely annoying someone, accidentally bumping into someone, and giving someone a gesture such as the middle finger, sometimes even against a police officer. So, and, disturbing the peace is a subjective charge. This means that police have broad discretion to apply it to many types of disruptive behavior. Like I said, I'm reading this off a website right now. Ah, generally, okay. Generally, defenses fall into two categories. One, I didn't do it, or two, I did it, but I had to, as in self-defense, or reasonable defense of others. There's also the possibility that your actions fall under the protection of the First Amendment right to free speech. Yes! Lastly, your actions could also fall short of the type of peace disturbing conduct prohibited by law. Ah, wow, I'm learning a lot. So, like I said, I just read this off a website. Like I said, I'm not. Okay. Hey, and they diver. What do you mean by throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks? No, I did not release the other video. Hey, and they diver. There is a second video that I did not release yet. I'm going like 14 minutes over time right now. And they diver. You do not understand the police mentality when it comes to charging someone. And they diver. I usually go into the next day. Okay, I'm gonna like end this live stream at 11:30 for sure. So we have like 15 more minutes. Because I brought up some interesting. I mean, we're having like a nice dialogue here. So and a diver next. Should we go pro se? No, I'm not going pro se. Because I don't have a law degree. So and I'm gonna be honest. If I had a law degree, yes, I'd probably do pro se, but I don't. So. My public defender does have the exact statute and ordinance. I just don't have that in my possession right now. The only documentation I have is this. And I can't like I mean I can't read the whole thing because some of it's like I can't read. I just it's not that I can't. I can't like I can't see the writing on like some of the writing on it. That's what it is. Hey, NA Diver, look up 3-9. It says, I'm looking up like right here, and it says 3-9. Is this like a traffic ticket? Cindy, let me think about that first. You know, I might have to call Millstone again. Cause like, what is like statue three? Yeah, but like, if this is this. I mean, I can't like read the thing. I mean, I can't like read it. So I wonder if this, because this is. I'm like totally confused on this, on this now. So, oh well. That could be dealt in another day. And a diver. Her attorney will need the original unedited copy. Yes, you are correct. Now, the next court date is not a trial, Cindy. I think it's more of a like a status conference than anything else. Mayor, there's no reason. I'm gonna be honest. There's no reason for me to contact the Monmouth County Jail on this. It's I know I know why I was held there. Mayor, why okay, why should I contact them? I never had any I never had any bench warrants out from other towns. I never did. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not in charge of the Monmouth County Jail. I'm not in charge of it. And that's okay. I do not have any bench warrants. I never had. Oh my god, I feel like I'm like hitting my head against the wall right now with you, Mayor. Yes, I was held in Monmouth County Jail, but not on this, not on this, these, on these alleged bench warrants. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. These allegedly bench warrants are a non-issue for me because they don't exist. Stringing them out on what? I wonder if there's a. It's like. I mean, I have no clue. I mean, I have no clue what these. I mean, these like 5 to 6, 7 bench warrants does not exist. I mean, we all know that the government makes mistakes. Hey, Mayor, have you ever thought that they made a huge mistake? That they provided inaccurate information? I don't care if they have file numbers or not. It just appears that you guys cannot. It appears that you guys can't accept that they provided inaccurate information on this website. I don't care if the warrant has a number or not. Because, Mayor, because these alleged bench warrants do not exist. So how do I deal with something that does not exist? You call them a race false information on their part. Well, Mary, yeah, you do have a point there. Yeah, but does anybody have any screenshots of like what was on the website? Because again, I'm going on complete hearsay. But Mayor, does anybody have screenshots of the website information? Again, I'm going on total hearsay. I'm gonna be honest. I am thinking about giving a I would like to call Cynthia Scott. She is the public information officer or public information person for the Monmouth County Sheriff's Department, and the Monmouth County Sheriff's Department is the one that runs or is that runs the jail or something. But Mayor, but the paperwork that I received is completely different, or what was told to me when I was in jail is completely different on that website. So to me, it's a website issue. Okay, there isn't any warrants. Oh my god, it's like banging my head against the wall. Mayor, I'm gonna try to make this as as simple as possible. The so-called information on that website is totally inaccurate. And again, I'm going on hearsay. Does anybody have screenshots of the website? I do not have any bench warrants from these three other towns that people are mentioning. And I'm going to keep repeating myself on that. But what happened if they don't have any paperwork that states these warrants? That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a, my opinion, I think it's a computer site issue. Again, I'm just going on speculation at this point. Once on the internet, it never goes away. I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about the paperwork. So there's two things. We're talking about two separate issues. Again, the so-called information on on that website is totally inaccurate. I do not. These alleged warrants are like I have no clue what people are talking about. Get clear. How can I clear something that? How can I clear up these warrants? Because these warrants does not exist. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to these towns. Well, guess what? People are telling me I have this warrant, and they gotta look at me like I'm like some dumb fool or something. They gotta ask me, do you believe everything that you see on the internet? That's what I mean. I need screenshots of the information on this site. I need documentation from that website. You know what I mean? They gotta look at me like, well, where's the documentation? There's no paperwork when it comes to these alleged warrants. The paperwork that I received in loss when I was in jail was regarding Millstone. And a diver, yes, you are right. The only way this will be put to rest is before a judge. Ain't they, Diver? Yes, correct. It was only one piece of paper only. That's it. And that piece of paper was regarding Millstone, not anything else. It was, somebody sent me an email at 11:47 p.m. at night. So, no, you're saying you were held in jail for 48 hours for disorderly conduct. No, I was held in jail on on disturbing the peace charge or disturbing the public charge. And I'm gonna be honest. I think I think the New Jersey State Police is trying to play a fast one because they know the Monmouth County Prosecutor office will not want to deal with them because of the legal advisory that they sent out on me and other people regarding the First Amendment in filming. Yes, I need a civil rights attorney, but that costs us money. Um, 24. Let me see. It was maybe 18 hours. I'm no 18 hours. 18 hours. It, so it was like Monday evening to Wednesday morning. So you know what? I don't have the answers for you regarding that. Cindy, yeah, there is a pattern of harassment when it comes to me because people don't really understand what the laws are and everything else. And plus, like, even when I take the time out to even to explain to them what the laws are, they still look at me like I'm. And I'm going back to this. There's nothing wrong with being an independent citizen video journalist. There's nothing wrong with it. But mm, I'm gonna keep that statement to myself. What are they afraid of? They do they do not care. All they want you in the system. But what are they afraid of? What are they scared of? I'm just an independent video journalist. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Exposure of their incompetence. Oh, okay. Okay, it's 11:54. I'm like way past the even like 11:30 mark. But Cindy, the public defender can't bury my video on me. I don't understand that. Because I'm the one who has possession of the media video. NA Diver, I already did that. I did upload a copy and I put that video on private or unlisted or something like that. Okay, 4 more minutes, folks. Four more minutes because it's gonna be 12. I tell you, this whole experience is a good educational. Because they can see like what a person is going through. Hey, Mayor, what was the birthday that was listed? Now it's the 6 warrants. At one point it was 5. Now it's 7. No, no. Now you're saying it's 6 warrants. But like, what was their birthday? Thank you. Mayor, nobody's saying you're lying. I'm just saying it's hearsay. I never saw it. So I'm totally going on hearsay. And I do not, and nobody is doing like nobody gave me copies of the screenshots. I just know, like, whatever that information was on that county, the Monmouth County website was inaccurate. And I'm just going on hearsay at this point. Okay, one more minute. It's 11:59. And the couch is not for sale. Yes, Tuesday has arrived. Happy August 28th. It's hearsay. It's hearsay because I never saw it myself. Well, it's hearsay when it comes to me because I never saw it myself. That's why it's hearsay. Mayor, do you understand that concept? It's hearsay to me because I never saw it myself. And don't you understand that government entities they make major mistakes? Yes, Officer Decker was the one who signed it, to my knowledge. From what I recall. Right now, you know what? Right now, I'm dealing with a public relations nightmare right now. That's what it is. Okay, everybody, I'm signing off right now because it's 12:03 a.m. on a Tuesday. It's time for me to hit the bed. So this is Jen Coombs from Time to Change Jersey Style. I will see everybody on the flip side. It's all about transparency, accountability, and building bridges. Be safe, everybody. Be safe.